angry is fair. Pulling out your phone is something else.
That's when she crossed it into the Karen zone.
So let me get this straight. The bus was the bus there when she was taking pictures of
No, I was waiting for the bus.
Okay. Like, that would have been even better. Like, the bus is already holding up traffic, and then she gets out while traffic is happening to take pictures. That would have been next level.
Yeah.
Set cat. But the point is, you don't want to be harassed. Also, I like how...
I kind of do want to be harassed one more time.
One more time. You want to actually get towed, but at the same time, why the hassle if you can't get her on your side?
You're a nice person, Set Cat.
How do you know that her intention was to tow you?
She told me the first time she tried... The first time she's like, you need to move this car or else you're going to get towed. She's the one who calls for the tow truck. So she told me the first time, you need to move your car. You're going to get towed. This is a bus stop parking zone. And I'm like, that's why I'm here, because I have fucking kids in the back who are here for the fucking bus.
I literally would just said, call the tow truck.
Yeah, so what she doesn't realize is my kids are preschoolers and there's a second bus that comes an hour later. So she thinks anyone who is not there during the 8 o'clock pickup, 9 o'clock pickup is like...
Dude, if she's that dedicated, she'll figure it out. The only Karen... Wait, what? Vendetta. Oh. Yeah, that sign sounds like it doesn't have anything to do with the penal code and therefore unenforceable. Yeah,
that's why she is the penal code.
It's against the city.
Because the cops won't enforce it, she enforces it.
Neath, the only good Karen is the one that's on fire screaming while running away from you. Set cat, she is not one intention, but that doesn't mean she has to target you.
Yeah.
Well intentioned, got you. Hi mom, hi dad, what up?
Hi, welcome back.
Caviar from a sturgeon equals beluga. Ooh, there you go. So sturgeon caviar is
Sturgeon's apparently the good stuff.
Thank you, Cypher. Set cat, disagree with her that people have no business parking there and leaving their cars. And do the catty bitchy girl talk about it, then she'll see you as an ally. I don't know, man.
I think I'm going to take Malin's advice.
Mary Todd, I need to know. What do you think of Elon buying Malin? I mean, I think I get more joy out of the fact that people take...
Reroll.
Whoa, what was that? Was that a 1?
It was a 4, but I promised, was it Vendetta? I promised I would reroll anything that was low.
Below 5?
I usually roll under... No, I'll do another reroll. I'm going to reroll until we get something over 10. 18! There we go.
Dude, so the Elon thing. People take this dude literally, right? So you know he put together a package to buy Twitter, right? That sounds like... Or you're not.
No, I'm listening. He's going to buy Twitter. I also saw Mary Todd posted a meme about it.
Yeah. So, dude kind of on a whim is like, hey, yeah, you guys in the speech thing, you're fucking this up for everybody. Let me run things for you. It'll be better. Here's $41 billion or whatever it was.
Oh my god.
And so they're like, yeah, we don't think you can actually fund it. He puts together a package, and then the board has to consider it, and shareholders are like, yeah, we want him to buy it. So Elon basically buys Twitter. And then he goes to Twitter saying things like, this morning he was like, hey EA, you're next. We need to delete Battlefield 2042. And everybody is like, what the fuck? Hey, up in Canada, like, Battlefield's great and all, but up in Canada, indigenous people have issues getting, like, drinking water and shit. Maybe EA can wait or something. Like, people taking things literally.
Yeah. Yay! Do you want $18?
Boom.
Thank you so much for that $18 donut.
Ferda Kids.
That $18 will provide... What is that?
There's a $17.
Is
there? I can't remember what the 17 is.
It's right here. Let's double check. Oh, we also have...
Just exclamation point 17 or something.
I don't think it's exclamation point 17. But we also have a cheat sheet.
What is it? It's not platelet. Nope.
No.
Anyway, it's close to 2 toys.
That is 2 toys.
Close to, dude, it's been a while.
I know, that's why I have to look it up. There we go. There we go.
You could also break it down as a,
You're thinking
a
22.
drop tubing kit and a,
It's a blank medical doll.
The blank medical doll
And a
plus
toy.
a toy.
Thank you. Thank you so much for providing the blank medical doll, which allows some clarity for the providers to explain the procedures to the children who are the patients at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And it also provides a toy for the children's play yard, which allows them to take their mind off all the bullshit, chemo, radiation, therapy, all that stuff, and allows them to just be kids. You are giving them
Put
back part of
smiles
their
on faces.
childhood.
Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you so
Let's
much,
go.
Vendetta. Using your panda crackers for good. We appreciate you.
Scroll up. I think that was Ceviche saying, I approve the message of Malon's advice by mooning her.
Oh my god.
Appreciate that. Scroll. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Second, I'd say, just agree with her. Yeah. Maritime. Oh, I need to know. What do you think of Elon buying Malin? Yeah, so he's probably going to buy me next. I'd probably be okay with that. I could be pretty good at advertising. Comes in pints. She's probably the one who puts. She's probably the one that put the sign there.
There was a huge drama in the neighborhood.
That was a few people. That
Everything about this whole situation involves like everything.
But I also don't want to start a huge thing with just keep on going and being stressful if I can't avoid it. If you play nice and have her stop, that's the best outcome. And I believe that would actually work in the situation. If she hadn't backed down and it was a different Karen, stop being a nice person can be very vengeful. Yeah, that's hard. Setcat, the thing is, you can't when I get to Karen it would just keep going, and that just adds stress to your life. It is just add stress.
Yeah.
Diffuse and go on, either by ignoring or trying to solve. Trying to solve is, the later in life I go, you can't solve stuff. People are just people, so ignoring and rolling is.
I think honestly,
the best thing for me.
she'll recognize my Facebook picture because
Yeah.
I kind of just want to message her on Facebook because she doesn't recognize me in person, but she'll recognize my Facebook profile. I've given her I've exchanged things with her so many times. I've actually dropped off food at her house.
Free speech. Yeah, that's what that was what instigated Elon. Kat, I asked this question in Discord the other day, but my birthday is next month. As much as I really want to do a dick cramp, I can't drink Fireball. What do you suggest in its place? For a birthday shot? Dude, it's been a while since we did a birthday cake shot.
We haven't done a birthday cake shot in a long
time. I can't read it. Nobody knows what Elon Musk is going to do, but his idea is solid. His offer was accepted. Exactly. There we go. Setcat, it's a war that would never stop, and I'm stubborn enough to do that for sure. But it's better for my mental health to not have that. Yeah, dude, life's short to give a shit about.
I don't think we're gonna go to war. She just didn't recognize who I am. She thinks I'm just some random
speed
person.
freak. Exactly. Vendetta. Then an investment group came in and bought 10% because they didn't like that Elon wanted the free speech thing. I didn't hear that. That's pretty funny, and not surprising, given the world that we live in. Setcat, I can honestly care less about the Twitter thing. Yeah, the overwhelming majority of people in the world don't fucking Twitter, so. How much does it actually matter? Whatever. Sean Luke, biggest grudge purchase ever. I don't know about that. There have been some pretty big grudge purchases. Mary Todd redeeming the D20 donut.
D20 donut, heard.
Ceviche saying proof that money leads to boredom. Everything is so banal. Mary Todd, nah. Something else going on. Don't know. You scroll down.
Yeah.
Cat saying, I will say though that Elon is supporting Ukraine, and Twitter with cracking down on the anonymous accounts who are trying to protect Ukraine against Russia in the hacking world.
Hope you feel better, man.
Leet.
RMC with the lead biddies.
Oh, you're all done.
Super appreciate you, RMC. I'm hoping that I'm back to normal tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Remnants of this head bowl shit. Dude. Thank you for being awesome.
Thank you! And thank you, hubby, for participating in our shenanigans tonight.
So if Elon continues to support Ukraine and allow anonymity to help, I'm good. Setcat, yeah. for the most part, I agree. Anonymity leads to just toxicity at times, which is the problem of the internet. But because nobody can be held accountable for stupid shit that they say that shouldn't exist. But yeah, free speech is a good thing. Can you scroll down?
Scroll down.
Wait! Setcat saying, I don't want to get too political, but that was one thing that I really disliked, because Twitter took down the accounts, and they're actually helping. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Cyber Twitter was being controlled by Middle Eastern interests on the board under the guise of social justice. That's interesting shit. I didn't really read too much into it, but again, not surprising given the world we're in.
D20.
Oh, the horse crap?
10!
Anything
Nice.
Elon buys has become better. Elon is pissed at the political one-way politics of Twitter and is like, this is bullshit. Yeah, it's a very Elon thing to do. Ceviche, I suddenly like the idea. Karen Wars. Great pitch for a TV show.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's basically Jerry Springer, right? And as much of a train wreck as Jerry Springer is, I gotta fucking say, it is comical from time to time, but it's also sad. It's a train wreck. It's like the definition of a train wreck. Can't stop watching for that second. You gotta see how it ends, but you just feel fucking horrible about it. Cyber saying goodnight, Suki. Suki's off to bed, dreaming of butter raining and the
Night night, my moon and my star. Night
Pan's
night.
frolicking. We got Jess in the house. What up, Jess? I'd watch the shit out of that so hard. That's just RFC. Thank you again for the biddies. Cypher throwing some love to Jess. Suki saying night, Cypher. Paxi Prime sending Malin virtual hugs and good vibes. Appreciate you, Paxi. Everybody giving everybody the love. Love to see it. Mary Todd, we needed sage advice from Malin. Fucking advice. I don't feel like I've given any advice, let alone good advice. Setcat, I think every powerful person has a dark side anyway, so it's a lesser of evil sometimes. Elon's not perfect, and I haven't really looked into why, but I do understand that that's
Thank you.
Mary Todd with that $10 donut for the kids.
Verda.
Yet another toy for the play areas at St. Jude's, allowing the patients, who are the kids, to put smiles on their faces while they can forget about the bullshit that brings them and their families there. Thank you so much, Mary Todd, for that D20 dono. Ferda.
Verda kid.
Yeah, Setcat, like, you can't make everybody happy. There are worse things to spend money on than space programs and, EV cars and crazy shit to move the world forward. Whether or not that's worth it when kids are starving, people can't drink water, resources are issues. Like, there's always going to be people arguing for priority, but there are definitely worse things to spend money on.
Basically.
OMFG. Have you all seen Bo Burnham's Inside? The internet's just a tool, but goddamn if it ain't a magnifying glass.
I've not seen Burnham's Inside. But yeah. The internet, dude, it's with great power comes great responsibilities, right? Fucking the internet. It's amazing. But it's a pain in the ass. Or at least you have to deal with pains in the asses that use it. Shell's Bells. Oh, we got JK with hello.
Hello.
Sicky Poop. Thanks for that, Where's Malin?
You're welcome.
Shell's Bells. They already have a version of Karen Wars with all the Karen compilations on YouTube. Oh my god.
Computer.
Mary Todd, I'll
Set
send
timer for
reindeer
20
sausage
minutes.
and moose sticks to you. Oh my
Ooh.
fucking god. I've never had reindeer.
By the way,
I heard it's
I have
delicious.
a routine you might like. I
No.
can tell you the weather.
No.
Moose?
Your alarm.
Legit. Never had reindeer though. Reindeer
No.
are all over Sweden, by the way. Alarm. Malin still has that cough that won't go away. I still have my cough. Yeah. Elon Musk is a smart kid who tricked into being the richest man in the world but never changed his outlook on life. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Dude is a quirky dude.
Didn't kind of have to be.
But, I would venture to say that at least he has drive and is smarter than most oligarchs. So, it's not a terrible thing. Elon should give his money to the poor, says Alara. That's a problem too, though. Like, I don't want to go too deep into it, but like, homeless situation is a very interesting thing where you classify in your head, you're like, oh, you know, you think about the poor or somebody who is homeless in that they, you know, you immediately want to fix somebody who's in a worse situation than you, but their situations can be more complicated. Like, they might be voluntarily homeless. Or on the flip side, when somebody has never had money in their entire life and you give them a bunch of money, the accountability, like trying to make sure that they spend it wisely to get out of being in a difficult situation, isn't necessarily the way that that pans out 100, 80, 50, 40% of the time. It's a rough thing, but I don't know. Yeah. There's definitely good causes that are in need of a good chunk of change that would better a lot of folks, for sure. Reindeer has an interesting flavor. Yeah, I'd be interested in it. It's not to say Musk's money is not liquid. What the fuck?
Whoa! Are we doing shots? Is that a shot? I feel like that's a shot.
RMC!
I'll get the bourbon!
The man, the myth, the legend. I don't know if I can do a shot right.
Okay, never mind, no shot. I'll do a shot.
Dude, throwing down with a $250 dono for the kids.
Ferda.
That's 2 red wagons and an art station. That's also providing meals.
1 week worth of meals for a St. Jude's family.
Dude.
You're putting food in their tummies.
RMC, with the ridiculous generosity. Taking care of families. Taking care of kiddos. At such an amazing place like St. Jude's. Thank you, RMC, for being you. Throwing down. Supporting us. Supporting Good Cause Crusaders. Most importantly, supporting those kids. And removing all of the obstacles to get them what they need. Ridiculous.
Thank you.
You are absolutely ridiculous.
The man.
The myth.
The legend.
I owe you some sexy time for that, RMC. I'm not going to do that because Lena's having kind of a rough
Oh
night.
yeah, we don't want to piss Lena off. I will do a shot.
Yeah.
I'll do
Let's
a.
do it.
Do you want to do dick cramps because it's got vitamin C?
Sure.
Vitamin C dick cramps.
We'll do a
Vitamin
shot.
C dick cramps. I'll get the lemons out.
I'll catch you on chat. You throw those down. RMC. God damn it.
Get in
Fucking
the lemons.
legend.
Get in the lemons.
Legend! Appreciate you, RMC.
Get in
Thank you
the
for being
lemons.
Can you throw me the... Thank you. Thank you!
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
God damn it. Fucking RMC. Doing RMC things. Mary Todd, we'll get there. Reindeer has an interesting flavor. Yeah, I've never had it. I'd be super curious. Musk money's not liquid. That's a good point, Cypher. He has like 12 bucks cash and a shitload of valuable stocks. Shitload might be an understatement, but yeah. However, that was the skepticism of the board of Twitter, and somehow he was able to put together a package that they couldn't not consider. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that shit works. Setcat, money to the poor and helping third world country. It sounds good and easy, but when you, as the diplomatic crap, it really is very difficult. Obviously, you want to help those people. You can't simply make it happen just because you want it to. Yeah, when you take into account other people's culture, religion, and the politics of third worlds, like it is a really difficult thing to see through. Actually, you can whisper me the right address, says Mary Todd. What address are we talking about?
Oh, she sent a shirt here before.
The world is a lot more complicated, says Setcat, and I am homeless and have been for the past 6 years, so I do understand it. Yeah, it's a complicated situation.
Very complicated.
Mary Todd or Discord private. Ports, if Elon gave every dollar he's invested to every person in the world, it would do pretty much nothing. Just giving money away doesn't really solve anything. That is kind of my point, and I 100% agree with that, Ports. Reindeers are also better than people, says Paxi Prime. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
If Yvonne... Is that Elon?
Elon, yeah.
If Elon wanted to simply give me money, it would be a lot more complicated than that. Yep. Ceviche, I won't lie. I like some YouTube compilations, like D&D players all dressed up and being like, hey, I'm a rogue. Look how shifty I am. Hell yeah, dude. Getting some roleplay on. Mary Todd, seriously, set. Yeah, we're not going to go deep. Neath, most people who win the lottery, and I mean an actual lottery, file for bankruptcy within 2 years. Be an interesting stat. I like Elon Musk as a concept as well, says Ceviche. Everybody giving RMC all the fucking love.
Cheers to RMC! The man, the myth, the legend, and my mod. And I love him.
Yeah.
Thank you, RMC.
The Elon Musk of St. Jude's. Appreciate you,
Cheers!
Fireball in the throat.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo!
What was
I have
that noise?
7 bags.
You sounded like Mario there. Ooh.
Oh, blood oranges, says Alara.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
a lot of... What? 7 bags?
How long do you think
Set negotiated a T-Mobile phone bill for unlimited everything for $48.
How long do I put frozen mussels?
Comcast has something called Internet Essentials that's $10. So right now it's completely covered by COVID funds. Finally got income for disability.
Woo!
Can pay for those things. Hell yeah. Cheers, RMC, says Cypher. Fuck yeah. Zed's gonna be 3-hour meeting. If going nowhere fast was a sport, these people would lose because they go nowhere excruciatingly slow. Hope y'all have been having a grand night. Good luck, Zed. Sensitivity.
It's been an interesting day.
Yeah, see, says Ceviche. But before that, there was a reason why I went from Florida to Mass. I got free healthcare, free medicine, and I was in, I don't know what DV shelters are. So no rent. I can explain more of it if you want, but it was hard and it was very difficult to navigate the system. Yes, Seth. Thank you for explaining that. But yeah, let's move on from that conversation so we can keep things rolling. Appreciate you, and thank you so much for the explanation. Paxi, oh, I forgot to ask. How are you feeling, Kathy? A little better, a little worse, the same?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sick.
She's avoided it.
I'm the only one who's not sick, but Lena's the one we're worried about right now. Lena's sick. But thank you for asking.
RMC saying,
oh no, Paxi was asking on my tummy.
Oh yeah.
Better. Thank you. I still have a bit more recovery to do, but I am able to eat at least a small meal now. So thank you. Thank you for asking.
RMC saying, I think when you're the wealthiest individual in the world, you pretty much get whatever financing you want.
Wait, is he the wealthiest guy in the world?
I don't know. He's up there though.
Oh, good to know. I didn't know that.
Setcat, that's very sweet, Mary. I appreciate your kindness.
Oh.
And yeah, I don't know, like, who does Elon bank with? Like, that's gotta be an interesting conversation.
He is his own bank. Yeah.
Setcat, that's very sweet, Mary. I appreciate your kindness. Cypher, the money to buy Twitter came from loans and sale of stocks and leverage against it. Basically, Twitter is mortgaged against its own future under Musk. How does that even work?
Bum, bum, bum! I have no idea, but I don't really like Twitter.
Cheers to you guys as RMC.
Aww,
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Sean Luke, there's a reindeer farm near my parents' house.
Ooh, nice.
I take my out-of-town friends there because they get such a huge kick out of it. Fuck yeah. Reindeer. They look scraggly.
So wait, Sean
like
Luke.
the coyotes
Sean Luke is
deer.
here in Washington, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Sean Luke, can you eat the reindeer at this reindeer farm, or are they like to pet? Because I'm looking for reindeer meat for my December stream because I was supposed to do Hoju's Santa sleighs, where I'm supposed to get a big primal cut of reindeer, and I'm supposed to slay the reindeer on stream and then make like reindeer burgers. But I couldn't find reindeer last year, so this year I am in the market to buy a primal cut of reindeer. If anyone wants to send me some. Yes! Gimme.
Sean Luke, there's a reindeer farm near my parents' house. Oh, yeah.
Gimme.
Second, but if anyone wants to know, I'm asleep. Oh, I'm honestly not afraid to share the information. I'm not embarrassed from needing help and taking it, and ultimately I'm happy to share what I've learned with others in case anyone needs it. That's awesome of you, Setcat.
Setcat, it sounds like you need a podcast. I think you do well on a podcast.
Hell yeah. Cypher.
I'm sorry, Cypher. I know they're frozen. I'm using them.
Frozen mussels?
It's It was a bad decision I made a long time ago, and I need to eat them up, so that's why I'm embarrassed. They're fully
You just
cooked.
got called.
I know I got called the fuck
I
out.
love it. Appreciate
Thank you, Cypher. I love you.
Celtic, just want to say, y'all are awesome. Things that are just awesome. Good relationship, great cooking, and mama who serves shots. How's this not a 5K sub channel?
Great cooking. You're a little enthusiastic there. I put frozen mussels in the fucking.
As she gets called
As
out.
I'm getting called out by a professional chef. Like,
Still appreciate the kind
thank
words.
you, though. It's very nice of you. Sometimes we cook good.
I'm talking to Comcast, ignore the asleep word. Got you. That's what I was thinking. This is Alara, sensitivity, shots. Dear immune system, know you've been feeling run down. Here's some booze.
No, I still maintain that's why I didn't get sick. Remember the time where I was like, dude, we're coming down with the plague?
No, I can't.
I had a Kathy hot toddy, lots of vitamin C, a little bit of whiskey. I drank whiskey the day I thought I was going to get sick. I made a Kathy-friendly hot toddy. Guess who's the only one who didn't get sick? Therefore, I should drink more whiskey. Right meows. Yeah.
Thank you, sensitivity. Pax Bro, yeah, your tummy and stuff. Hell yeah. Alara, Kathy, did you take them?
I did take them, thank you.
Say that saying, I don't know why, but it seems like mom of every family is the sole person who doesn't get sick when their family does. Dude, immune
It's because
system.
we drink whiskey.
Immune system. RMC confirming he is indeed the wealthiest individual in the
No
world.
fucking way. I didn't know
Moss
that.
number 1, Bezos number 2.
I thought it was like someone in the Middle East or something.
Does reindeer taste gamey? I would imagine it does, in the same way that moose kind of does, or similar to the way that moose does. Moose has a very distinct flavor. I don't know if you consider it gamey. Like, gamey to me is more like, I don't know. It's more, moose is more unique than gamey. But I can
I've
see
never
how
had moose.
somebody would classify it as gamey. Reindeer being much smaller, I would imagine, is more on the gamier side and less on the unique side. I fucking love moose, though. Moose
He
is
does,
so
like inappropriately so.
good. Musk wants Star Trek, Bezos wants Star Wars.
Wait, say that again?
Musk
Uh-huh.
wants Star Trek,
Yeah.
Bezos wants Star Wars. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sheldon,
You know who I'm rooting
well,
for?
they sell the meat, but they don't like random visitors, said Sheldon. Interesting. Zed's to be saying if Kathy
gonna
ran
order 'em.
Amazon, there'd be a grocery department called Amazon Primal. Yeah.
I like that.
Paxi, I've always wanted to try hunting and stuff. I've watched so many videos on the process of preparing the meat, and I love watching fishing and in preparation to catching fish and cleaning them as well. I don't know why, but that stuff is cool, and I like watching it and having an interest.
Didn't you clean the fish for me, or did Christine clean the fish? Christine cleaned the fish, didn't she?
Oh, the last time?
Yeah, Christine. I watched someone clean a fish last time we went fishing. It was pretty cool.
Ceviche, funny part, I had no idea who Elon Musk was before he slightly, vaguely, maybe banned Grimes, and after
Banged Grimes.
Well, banged Grimes, and after she stopped being weird, I lost interest.
Who's Grimes?
I don't know.
Amanda Grimes? I'm recognizing the name.
Easy.
That
Twitter
is
will be
extremely
rebranded to Musker, says Barry Burton. That'd be some funny shit. Say, okay, Kathy, if you think I need a podcast, I would want you to be my co-host.
Oh God, I can't
I would
take on
actually
a.
consider it, says Seth.
All right, I can't do a podcast right now, but I like the idea. I'm actually, if I could do anything to force someone else to do something, I would make Boo, Armageddon, and Malin make a podcast where everyone would submit a fight, and then you'd throw it in the middle of them, and they would all get together, and they would just bicker for like an hour on whatever topic, chat through at them. It would be the greatest thing in the world. And then next to that, another podcast. I'm not very good at podcasts. I ramble too
Wait,
much.
those are previously cooked frozen mussels? Sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, it's a terrible idea.
Mary
Yeah.
Todd saying they're fine. Me.
No, they're fine. I've had it
Here's
before.
how that works. Yahoo bought Tumblr for $1.1 billion and sold it 6 years later for $3 million because the community evaporated. And anyway, congrats to Elon on his recent purchase of Twitter. Cyber Musk made his first billion from selling PayPal? Which he created. Was it PayPal?
Dude, he created PayPal? I didn't know that.
Was it PayPal?
Oh.
Huh. I gotta look that up. That's fascinating. Very top of the note. I don't know what that was referred to. Alara, I get sick every time Amelia brings something from school home.
Yeah, how many
Cool,
times
cool
have we
side.
been sick since
Dude.
Jay started preschool?
That's a lot.
5? 5 or 6
Elon
times?
actually banks at Velocity Credit Union. Never even heard of it.
No.
Birds are gamey, says Mary Todd. Birds are tasty.
Birds are tasty.
Depends on the bird and the diet, says Cypher.
Whoa!
Then did it. Yeah, after they bought Tumblr, they destroyed it by changing what was allowed on the platform. Then everyone just moved to Reddit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Mary Todd, you own PayPal. Okay. Didn't know that.
Did not know that.
I wouldn't call reindeer gamey either. It definitely has a darker flavor, but not gamey exactly. Sports. Ceviche. I like the probably someone in the Middle East as everyone's default settings as a Sims character. Celtic saying, I'm overlooking the muscles. I've seen the other stuff. I honestly didn't know you could freeze them. No offense. If there was a bit cash in for swats with the... God, dude, the dog opening this door.
How did she learn to velociraptor that door? But in my defense, I'll say this. When you go to some sushi places, they have mussels fully cooked on a half shell. They throw that in a toaster oven with some Kewpie mayo and some other shit on top, and that's how they do it. That's why I bought it, was for a quick, kind of like you get at the sushi restaurant, baked mussel. That's why I did it.
Yeah, I'm going to butcher this, Celtic. If there was a bit cash in for swats with the spoon in the kitchen, that would do it for a person that grew up in Maryland. Frozen mussels? Yeah, that's just bad behavior.
Well, I got the frozen mussels to cook on a half shell in the toaster oven, a la at the sushi restaurant, how you get it.
Second, I'd say that
Not
I'm
a great
actually
idea.
down for that. I love arguing a point, and I can do devil's advocate very well. Hell yeah. Sean Luke, reindeer is that weird gamey but weird territory. It's like elk flavor but deer texture. Set. That would be very fun. Ceviche, devil's advocate is the only perspective. Right? RMC. Yeah, Musk was in on the beginning of PayPal. Interesting. Cypher, there's really nothing wrong with frozen mussels. I know a few chefs who swear by it for safety and cleanliness. Just not me.
I don't think it's the best way, but for what my intention is, this is not what I bought them for. I bought it for what I'm doing in the air fryer. Toast it, Kewpie mayo. If you have some of the tobiko, you put that on top. I'm going to put furikake. You put some creamy shit, you put some fun little umami, and you eat that shit off the shelf.
Just saying frozen mussels! I just wanted to say it too.
Thank you, Jess.
Barry Burton never forget that Al Gore created the internet and therefore by extension all the bullshit going on now.
Dude, your daughter is a possessed demon.
She's looking solid.
She's
What
there.
is that?
No, this is whiskey.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't want to get sick. And I'm maintaining the reason why I'm the only one who didn't get sick is because I'm killing all the virus with alcohol.
I'm a Virgo, says Setcat, who did BS in psychology. So I have all the regular traits along with being able to put my mindset and a completely opposite point that I believe. Hell yeah. It's a good skill to have.
I did not do well
Sean,
in
yeah,
psychology.
kind of supports Virgo traits. Sorry about that, Setcat. Alara, okay, yeah. Okay, y'all, says Alara, I'm super exhausted. I have anywhere from 4 to 5 hours sleep. Night.
Dude, my wish for Alara is to get a full night's sleep someday.
Yeah.
She always is running on like anywhere from 3, sometimes 2, but usually on average 3 to 5 hours of sleep every night. It's not
Alara, much
good.
love. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a fantastic evening.
Ooh.
Mary Todd, his partner just showed something on, I'm assuming that's crypto this year, live explaining PayPal.
Yeah.
Nice. Paxi saying, ooh, baked mussels, my favorite from the sushi places.
That's what I'm going for.
Setcat saying, intellectual arguments on my jam. Hell yeah. Vendetta. I tend to stay away from filter feeding seafood in general.
Yeah, they're bottom feeders, but I'm still going to eat them.
Mary Todd saying outdoors. Setcat, the whiskey is the best liquor.
I'm just trying not to get sick. That's my
Sean,
excuse.
PayPal was created in 98, but that company merged with the Musk company in March of 2000. Interesting. Okay, says Kelvin. I'll buy the explanation. You don't have to discipline her. Raffle. Yes. That is the explanation I'll buy. Sorry I'm laughing so hard. You're good.
Computer.
Cypher saying if your BAC is over 0.5, no viruses and bacteria can live in you.
There you go. Pro tips.
You likely can't either, but that's beside the point.
Pro tips.
50% alcohol. Yeah, that's likely an issue.
Pro tips.
What sleep, says Barry Burton, right? Set saying, yeah, I actually spent my career to be a clinical psychologist. In order to do that, I just need 8 more classes and then the internship. With my health, I just can't make sure Oh, I'm sorry. With my health, I just can't make sure I can be there every week for my patients, so I can't do that just yet. Got you.
Makes sense.
Okay. Caught up on chat. I'm going to grab... Oh, my drink is downstairs, and I'm probably going to retire as well.
As are we.
Oh.
So the thing I was mentioning about Lena, she's
Is that
awake.
milk gook?
That's milk cook. It's like, it's going to stop me from getting... Between the whiskey...
You know what's funny is I can't even smell that.
Good.
I normally complain about...
He doesn't like the smell of milk
seaweed.
cook. He doesn't like when I cook a lot of seafood. Love you. But we're actually going to...
Feel better, Malin. Appreciate you, Jess. Pro tip, eat good veg and water.
Yes. All of those.
That's first ballot Hall of Fame advice right there.
Well,
Thank you all for hanging out.
thank
Until
you,
next
Malin,
time.
for wearing the straight jacket.
Until next time.
We love you. Everyone, night, Malin. Night. We're probably going to wrap up soon, too. Lena is awake. She's not screaming, but if I know my if I know my daughter, she's going to self-entertain for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then she's going to start screaming when she finally gets frustrated and can't go back to sleep. So we're on a countdown timer right now. I'm going to try the baked mussels to see if they're any good. I added some Kewpie mayo, and then I put it under broil for a minute. Then we're going to add some furikake and see what happens. I'm going to drink this, and this is delicious. This is actually going to be my lunch for the next 3-4 days. But it's absolutely delicious. I'm going to say... I won't mention who, but one of my relatives made me this last year, and not to boast, but I think mine's a little bit better. I like mine. It's got more flavor to it. I don't know. I probably fucked around with the ratios, but it's got more umami, and I really like it. Seafood is the food. I agree. Oh, let's check out. Let me grab our baked mussels. I might have overbaked them. They were fully cooked. Oh, they look sexy. All right, I should plate these too. But yeah, we gotta wrap up the stream because Lena is awake, so it's only a matter of time before she starts screaming. And then, yeah, I gotta get sleep tonight because between the miyakuk and the whiskey, I'm hoping I can. I don't know. I might be really stupid, but I honestly think I think like in moderation, not like getting shit faced, but I do think a little bit of whiskey might kill anything in me. Focus on patient need therapy more than once a week. Yep. Sleep well, Malin. Vitamin C and hydration. Yes, our stuff is coming in on Wednesday, and he's been eating pretty well. I've been hydrating him. I think he's okay. But this is him. Every time he gets sick, it drags on. He and Jace take even after it's over, they have like lingering coughs and stuff for a week to 2 weeks after it's gone. That it takes him a long time. No panko. I can't have panko. I can do the fuck is it called? I can do breadcrumbs or not breadcrumbs. Pork rinds. I can do pork rinds. I'm on a really strict diet right now because of the fact that I was almost hospitalized. Was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks. Whenever Malin's birthday was. Oh yes, about 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago, I almost was hospitalized because I did some bad stuff and I ate some stuff I shouldn't have against my dietary restrictions, and my body retaliated on me, and it was really bad. But I'm doing better. So no carbs, no sugar. I have to be pretty strict. I've actually used alcohol to treat. Yeah, I remember Setcat telling us about the lupus and the alcohol. Seafood is food. Sleep well, Malin. Have a good one, Malin. I've been grabbing an hour of shut eye, says Big Teddy, or 30 minutes. So bye, y'all. Night, Big Teddy. We're probably gonna head out soon too. No panko tonight, but I do have pork rinds if I really want to add them. Does Lena eat seafood or just land meat? She mostly eats land meat. I've given her shrimp before, and she had a couple bites. She won't eat mussels. I think the texture is a little too different for her. But I actually never realized that. But no, Lena predominantly only eats land meat. She loves land meat. But no, that's not true. She loves salmon. She will eat a lot of salmon. And I bought her some fish sticks recently to see if I could mix it up with the chicken nuggets. But in general, she likes land meat more. Her favorite food in the world is pork, which is ironic because she's a year of the pig. Spice it up with vitamin C. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good point. Future do different things could take care of. Yep, get a license, not even do crisis counseling, which is actually the easiest thing for me. Nice. Last time Brooks was feeling sick as fuck. He had a bottle of Jaeger and he felt better the next day. So that's funny, Jess. My cousin Tina says the same thing. She calls it the old Korean guy, a harabuji or ajashi. She calls it the ajashi method of getting better. is you drink a lot to the point you're hungover, and then once you like your body recovers from the hangover, it recovers from everything else too. My cousin swears to God by like, if you're really not feeling well, just get shit-faced drunk. Once you sober up, everything's all better. That's my cousin's method. She does. Hot toddies are good. I think Starbucks, they were calling it a medicine ball, but they can't call it that anymore, I guess. Oh, I didn't know that Starbucks had hot toddies. A serious need question. I figured out a way to multi-class being a sorcerer, pseudo-dragon, damn fear, impossible bloodline crafter with a +5 strength and the ability to command both undead machines as if they were mortal. Am I a bad person? No, not at all. You're an awesome person. You have a cold? Who has a cold? I might have a cold. I don't feel like I have a cold. Everyone else in my family has a cold. The fuck? Wow. What the fuck? Wow. If it was an EpiPen situation, I would say get one. What EpiPen? I missed something. What the fuck? I didn't know you were almost hospitalized. I thought your stomach was just acting up a lot. Okay, so the last time my stomach acted up like that, I had to go to the emergency room. This time I had very, very similar symptoms, probably worse symptoms, but because I knew it was my colitis, I stayed home. But it was getting to the point where I had to like emergency call my tummy doctor and being like, you need to help me through this. Like I am in so much pain. I didn't leave my bed for 2 days because I was in so much pain, and a lot of other bad symptoms as well. I didn't want to scare you guys, so I didn't tell you how bad it was. But I almost had to go to the ER. It was really, really, really bad. And I know what it was. I think I have more intolerances than I originally. I know I don't do well with carbs. I know I don't necessarily do well with gluten. I think I actually have a lot stronger of an gluten tolerance than I originally thought. My mom does too. So I guess I have it now too. And yeah, I didn't realize how bad it was until I ate 6 packs of ramen in 2 days. And then I learned the hard way. I really shouldn't ever do that again. It was really, really bad. Yeah, there was like points in it. Luckily, because I eat the same times a day, most of the worst of it was in the morning and the afternoon of every day. So by the time I'm streaming, I'm all fine. But yeah, it was really, really bad. It was really, really bad. But I'm doing better now. I can actually eat I can actually eat like a small amount now, which is good. Whereas before, I basically didn't eat for 4 days until my stomach calmed down. Don't want to do that again. That was really bad. Man cold is the worst illness in the world. We're basically oh my god, yeah. When I've heard that stereotype. When a dude gets sick, they're basically dead. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not aware of anything other than diabetic stuff where food can actually kill you outside of bowel issues. Well, I have bowel issues. Yes, I have ulcerative colitis. So yes, I can. Also, I'm very prone, or there's a high chance I'm going to develop a type of colon cancer. Runs in my family, and I already got polyps at the age of 35. So yeah, I have to be a lot more careful on my diet. I have to stop eating things I'm not supposed to. I know I have allergens, I know I have intolerances, and I still eat them, and eventually shit's gonna catch up with me. Yep, allergens, yeah. I will go by that next time I say, ooh, smart idea. EpiPen can't save everyone. Yeah, I don't have an EpiPen. My allergies aren't that bad yet, but if I keep eating crustaceans and shit, it might get bad. Just freaked, we'll have the light on. Do you? Just freaked. We still have light out. Do you? No, we're dark as fuck outside. Our sunset is around 8-10 p.m. right now. Don't use that for rattlesnake bites. Noted. Your cousin may have a thing there. Just saying. Yeah, is a Korean remedy is just get fucking shit-faced drunk like an old Korean ajashi, and then the next day you'll be all better. And I thought she was just being silly, and then it actually happened to me one time where I was kind of having a cold, and then I did drink too much bourbon one night, and the next day, like, I had a little hangover in the morning. I was fine by the afternoon, and I was like, oh my god, I feel completely better. I don't know. Yeah, I have a wheat allergy, so a major issue. I would have been hospitalized if I called. If it had called, even though I needed EpiPen, I'm almost MLAO for person. If you can't buy those, you have 2 hypertensive crisis. So I chose to stay awake and only call 911 if I have to. All right. Sean Luke is like, drink more. Got it. Oh man, I'm really glad you're okay now. But geez, that would have been so scary. Yeah, luckily this time I knew what it was. Like, yeah, I knew what it was. It was really bad. If it got any worse, my only thing is, like, even if I went to the ER, they could only do so much for me. They could hydrate me with IV fluids. They might be able to give me some pain meds. The things that they could do or the things that they did last time I went to the ER were the same things that they would do, that like I could do that at home. There's not really much they can do unless it's to the point where like, I don't know, my intestines exploded or something. But it was just extreme pain and a bunch of other stuff. But luckily I knew what it was this time, so I just toughed it out and didn't eat anything for 4 days. And then everything calmed down. And now I'm slowly eating more and more, but I'm like very small increments. Doesn't your mom eat a bunch of ramen? No, she's the same as me. So we eat it as a special treat on occasion. Like maybe once a month we'll eat ramen. But Maya and I ate like 6 ramen or more between the two of us because we were sampling all the ramens on stream. And that is what got me, was eating so many back to back. I can take a ramen maybe once every 2 weeks, once a month, but having that many back to back was not a good idea. My stomach just couldn't process it, and then it freaked out on me and boycotted me. But no, my mom doesn't eat a lot. She doesn't eat, she even cut back on rice. She doesn't eat a lot of ramen, and she definitely doesn't eat she can't drink beer anymore. If she does have a beer, she gets like fucking bloated and cranky and shit. So, and it's getting worse the older she gets too, yeah. And luckily we did by 55. I really hope that's not true. And God, I that's one of the reasons why I'm starting to be a little bit more careful what I do, because I was thinking about, I was like, fuck, I need to live long enough to like watch my kids grow up. So I should probably be a little bit healthier. The biggest thing about not having your colon burst, my mom actually has a difficult, I don't know how to say that. You have to avoid rupture that causes sepsis. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh, that's bad. Don't give booze a bad name by you add ingredient for things that can help. Booze is for drink. It ain't medicine. What the fuck? What? Booze isn't medicine? That was the first time learning about this. I have a huge bowel issue myself, and now I really have to go to a gastroenterologist. When I see starting up to get worried, now that I have ulcerative colitis. Yeah. If you have it, you should, if you're worried, you should definitely go see one. It took me 6 years to finally go and see a tummy doctor. And I only went to the tummy doctor because I was in the ER. They hospitalized me and they're like, you need to go to a tummy doctor. So I did. My friend has Crohn's disease, pretty bad. And she was also like yelling at me that I didn't go earlier. Certain alcohol definitely has some health benefits as long as it's responsible. Yeah, I'm trying to learn to be more responsible. Last year I was not a responsible drinker. I was just a heavy drinker. This year I'm getting better. Ha, I remember. Yes. The important thing to know is what's going on and your options are. Going to the hospital isn't always the answer. Yeah, that was a big ass. The ER was a big bill too. But it got to be the point where Malin was yelling at me. Like when I didn't tell him for years what was going on. I finally told him my symptoms. He's like, why the fuck haven't you gone to the... He screamed at me, he yelled at me, and I was like, my bad. He's like, you go to the ER now. And then I called an online nurse. I was like, these are my symptoms. She's like, go to the... They all thought I had cancer. Everyone thought I had some sort of cancer when I finally went to the hospital. Turns out I didn't have cancer, but I am cancer prone, I guess. So I gotta be better, Kathy. I had a really bad IBS episode a few days ago. It was painful, bloating, all that stuff. Didn't eat for 3 days either. Haven't eaten, don't plan to. My intestines need a break. Yeah, ditto. I had to eat very, very small amounts, barely anything for like 3 or 4 days to calm down. But it's cool. I still cooked a lot on stream. I made food for other people. It's really hard to cook a bunch of food and then not be able to eat it. But I'm getting better at it. Things like alcohol, cocaine, steroids, and opiates can be extremely therapeutic. They're just so addictive that they aren't often subscribed as appropriately needed. Yeah, for sure. They can help. Those two can totally help. I think a lot of those things were originally started as things that wasn't cocaine originally in Coca-Cola? That's why it's called Coke. Yeah. The hospital thing is the least helpful, most expensive thing ever. It's the reason why people die to avoid the ER. Yeah, the fact that it's so expensive. Mary Todd says, all right, bean thread noodles. Bean thread noodles would be better. That'll help with my gluten intolerance. But in general, my body doesn't process carbs very well, which is why I tended to lean towards keto for so many years. Even before we ever went on a keto diet, I tended to take out carbs anyways. And so the year we started doing streaming, we ate tons of homemade pasta. We did all this stuff. And that's when I started to have a lot of flare-ups again. And it was only when Malin's like, we need to do keto. Like, let's lose weight and stuff. And then we started doing keto. Then my stuff went into remission. And There was a period in there where I was doing keto, but I had a big flare up, but I think it was going to happen anyways. But after talking to a bunch of doctors this past month, it turns out keto is actually, or like a modified half-ass lazy keto diet has been what's been saving me this entire time. Like the fact that I haven't had as many issues like I did a couple weeks ago is because unexpectedly, inadvertently, I've been helping myself by following this thing that, I guess it kind of makes sense. I felt better when I was eating that diet, and so I just kept doing it. But apparently that's what helped me. And then my primary care physician did my blood work, and I was on keto at the time. He said, wow, your numbers are great. Like you have very low cholesterol, high good fats, low bad fats, blood pressure is great. Everything looks amazing. And he's like, what have you been doing? And I was like, half-ass keto? And he's like, well, whatever it is, keep it up. So apparently this entire time, what I was doing was the right thing to do for my body. However, that being said, please don't do keto. Like unless you have a medical condition or whatever, or you follow a very healthy version of it, I do not recommend keto for most people. It is a hard, difficult diet, and it's really hard to balance it out to make sure you get all the nutrients. It's good if you want to lose a lot of weight quickly, but as a lifestyle, like what I do not recommend it for most people. And I don't really do keto. I do like a half-ass modified version. Like you're not supposed to drink when you're on keto. Yes, I meant prescribed, not subscribed. I know what you meant. No worries. Hubby has Crohn's. Nope, still drinking a meat. Yep. Oh yeah, my friend, she still drinks meat and has a drink on occasion. Yeah. Did I say drinks meat? I probably did. Oh my gosh, I'm officially changing my name to, I don't know how to pronounce that, Cabeza. Cats, I'm reading backwards, sorry. Kathy, did keto diet help with the GI issues? Yes, but only for me. Most people who have colitis, ulcerative colitis, the diet I eat does not help them. I talked to the lady, and most of the stuff you're supposed to eat is like bland carbs, rice, and stuff like that. But because I also have an intolerance for gluten and issues with other carbs, my diet is very much just mine. I do not recommend it for ulcerative colitis. If you have ulcerative colitis, you should probably do and for some reason coffee doesn't irritate me, but it irritates a lot of other people. So whatever I'm doing, do not follow me. I have a fucked up diet. Is your pain in the stomach or lower abdomen? Do you get stomach ulcers? I don't get stomach ulcers, but it is my lower abdomen. Yeah, definitely. I always call it tummy, but it's actually my lower abdomen that I have problems. Thank you, Sovereign Bohemian, for the follow. We're talking about weird shit, but thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, people can't really fucking things up for everyone else. Exactly. Yeah. I don't have anything in my stomach. It's all in my lower intestines that I'm fucked up with. Yep. Okay, so I watched the Batman. Triad. My honest opinion, it is one of the better Batman movies. My tops are Tim Burton's Batman. That's what I like to hear. And the Dark Knight Batman. Okay, and the Batman. Pattinson also gave a solid performance as Batman. My tops Batman actments are Keaton, Bale, Adam West, and Pattinson. Try it. I respect your opinion. I disagree, but we can agree on Keaton. So like, wow, those homies right there. I have a very different thing. Malin says, oh shit, she's awake. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap up soon. Malin says that the only Batman worse than Pattinson is Batfleck. So Ben Affleck is the worst Batman. Pattinson is right above it, and then yada, yada, yada. I remember right after Malin finished the movie this afternoon, he turned it off, he looked at me, he said, Val Kilmer was better than that shit. And I was like, oh snap. Malin really did not like the new Batman movie. I was high when I watched it because we did our 420 stream, and then I went and watched the Batman. I remember I saw like 2/3 of it, and from what I remembered, I thought it was okay. But what the fuck? I was high. But Malin watched it sober and said it was batshit. He did not like it. Keaton is the best, though. Everyone knows that. Oh my god, I have news for you, says Ravenna. Booze is medicine, the pathway to the best sex. I have 10 years on you, and I do solemnly swear the best times with your partner, and perhaps worst times, will be with alcohol being used. Just don't do it on cam. Pretty sure that's against TOS. Sloppy drunk sex. I'm such a wholesome stay-at-home mom. I've never done that before. She says with a totally straight face. Thank you for that, Ravenna. People think that they're addicted, but really not. There's physical dependence and psychological addiction. It took me a while to learn the difference. Not everyone becomes mentally addicted to things. As long as you're using them for the right purposes, it's fine in my attention. Also, sinus surgery, they actually put cocaine in your nose to stop the bleeding. Didn't know that. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I don't get too personal in it, but there have been many times where just for the fuck of it, Malin and I will like quit drinking for like 3 months. No problem. We just quit drinking. And I remember having a couple friends come up to me like, Kathy, we think like you drink too much. You might have an addiction. I was like, I really respect that. I'm glad you're looking out for me. And then I just stopped drinking for 3 months. And I was like if I like having an occasional drink or when I stream a lot. But I agree. There is a difference between being physically dependent and mentally dependent. Coca was prescribed by doctors because of the use of coca leaf and cola in it. Bean thread is like a soy product, right? I don't know. Yeah, soybean thread probably. I don't know if I have a lot of soybean bean thread noodles. I use them in spring rolls on occasion. I don't know. Maybe next time I will try those. Lately, when I've been needing a ramen substitute, I've been using the Miracle noodles, and then I take the ramen packet and I keep the flavor packet. I put the noodles in a Ziploc bag and I'll cook those up for like a dish for the shelter. And then I will use Miracle noodles with the Shinramen packet, add the egg, and that's what I've been using as a keto-friendly, Kathy-friendly ramen substitute. It doesn't quite hit the same spot, but it's close enough. I've never actually had Coke in it, but it was made with the leaves that are used to make Coke. Thank you. Kathy, would you mind if I DM you some point? Yeah, you can DM me. And yes, full keto is very detrimental to your body. Like, you don't want to do ketosis is really bad. But do it in a very healthy way. Curious about your tactics. Oh yeah, I can totally tell you. In a nutshell, the number one thing that I do that helps me, and the longest time I've gone without, the longest time I've been in remission was I eat a lot of salads with spinach, iceberg lettuce, and arugula, like really easy greens, and then a copious amount of high fat, low carb dressings. So that's how I do it. I do a lot of fucking salads with a little bit of chicken, a little bit of cucumber, maybe a tiny bit of onion, and that's how I get a lot of healthy fats. I get my nutrients, and I don't go crazy eating a pound of bacon. So I told my doctor that, and he's like, oh, that's why your numbers look good, yet you're still doing keto. Is I eat a salad almost every single day when I'm not fucked up. And that's, in a nutshell, how I do it. I can talk to you more about it, though. Keto works great. Please don't do keto. Keto works great short term for most people. Long-term keto, you gotta get clever with it. You gotta really be careful that you're not just eating tons of unhealthy fats. Yeah, I was surprised at how great my numbers were, which is why I started doing what I was doing it for a long time. Then I got nervous that maybe I was fucking up my body. Then I got my blood work done, and then it turns out, no, I was actually doing really well for my body. So listen to your body. That's what I'm doing. Every topical local anesthetic will, with the suffix cane is made from particle grade cocaine. Like, Novocaine, lidocaine, all those have cane. I did not know that. Like, when I get a stomach virus, the first thing I can stomach is coffee and then toast. Nice. I just ran across your stream and you really impressed me fast. Bohemian, thank you. That's super sweet of you. Welcome to, I'm sorry, am I a little bit behind on chat? Yeah, I'm like a couple of minutes behind on chat. Well, a formal, welcome into the AFK kitchen. My name is Kathy, the guy who was in a straitjacket earlier. That's my husband. This is a charity stream, so all donations will go directly to St. Jude Children's Hospital, and all bits and sub go to feed our local homeless shelter. I drink too much, I swear too much, I often burn food, but we try to make the world a better place in our own special way. We do read all of chat, and we're all about community. We have a lot of shenanigans, we get raunchy. One time I took a BDSM quiz on stream. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4, and we try to keep it real. Oh my god, furikake! 1 second. Okay. But welcome in, Bohemian. We hope you like it. It's a chill stream. We tend to talk a lot and try to attempt to make food on occasion. Okay, so this is just for me. No one else is gonna eat it. I probably can't eat all of these. All right, so we did half-shelled baked mussels, Kewpie mayo, and furikake seasoning. And this is basically my dinner for tonight. I can't eat all of these though, but I want one with a lot of mayonnaise. Ooh, you have a lot of mayonnaise. All right, these are probably cooked to fucking hell, but. Sriracha. No. Hot sauce. Sriracha. And. Oh, where's the Armageddon one? Tabasco. All right. I'm gonna do one of these with Tabasco. Boop, 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 boop. And then one of these with Sriracha. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I think the Tabasco one's going to be better. But we'll try this one first. So this is the sriracha. Oh, actually, that's really good. Oh, I forgot to plate these. My bad. And... Tied in deliciousness, separate categories. Letterkenny does not have cocaine in it. Keaton is Batman and will always be. Krista, you're my new favorite person. Yes. Yes. 100 times yes. You can't beat Keaton. He's the best Batman ever.
We worship Satan. For the kids.
Whatever it takes for the kids. Thank you, Cabeza, for that. And also, thank you, Krista. Yes, Keaton will always be Batman. Thank you. Thank you for being on my side. I was so impressed with the commercials for the new Batman that I still have zero interest in watching it. Neith, if you're anything like Malin, it's just going to be a waste of your time. I think it was still a fun interpretation of Batman, but I kind of agree with Malin. He was not one of the best. Yeah, not definitely one of the best. If I took Kane in MAOI, I would be dead. Lidocaine is completely fun. There you go. Love you too, Mary Todd. See, I put him above Kilmer and Clooney, but Kilmer did play a good Batman. Not so good of a Bruce Wayne. Really? Clooney did the opposite. Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. Clooney did the opposite. Good Wayne, crappy Batman. Okay, we're saying the same thing, yes. Clooney was an awesome, like one of the better Bruce Waynes. Was he nipple Batman? Clooney was nipple Batman, or was it No, Clooney was nipple Batman. Kilmer was just Kilmer. But I agree. But here's my problem with Christian Bale. He made a good Batman. I don't think he made a good Bruce Wayne. The only, and I've said 100 times before, the only Batman who's fully been able to do both sides is fucking Keaton. And you gotta give the guy mad props. He couldn't even turn his head in the batsuit and he still fucking rocked it. Keaton for days. Keaton's the best. Clooney, meh. Kilmer, meh. Christian Bale, good Batman. Not a good Bruce Wayne. Pattinson, I have a lot of thoughts on the new Batman, but I'm not going to say them. And I agree, Batflick was the worst. Just because some words does match doesn't mean that those chemicals are in it. Yeah, maybe. Also, Terminator 2, better than the first. No, totally true. I think everyone agrees with that. Yeah. Every now and then, a sequel is better than the original. Also, Aliens, better than Alien. That's just a fact of life, and everybody knows it. Pattinson was the same as Kilmer. You think they're on the same level? Pattinson was the same as Kilmer. I'll have to rewatch both. They're very similar levels. I feel like you got your top, then you got your height, and then you got the rest of them that are just like a at the bottom. If you went in high, it sounds like you were psyched to see. It and your high influenced your hate of the film. Malin's as well. Yeah. Well, Malin wasn't high. He was totally sober. I went in with an open mind trying to like it. And I remember while I was watching it, I was like, okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing. You're going for like a gritty noir thing. I was very happy and appreciative. But then I went back and watched part of it with Malin sober today. And I was like, I'll watch it again. It's free on HBO Max. I haven't directly researched that one. Looking deeper, but Kane is always an indicator of coca and drugs. Coca might be different than cocaine. Yeah. When you half-ass keto, how did you go about doing that? So half-ass keto was I didn't really care about maintaining ketosis. I only concerned about keeping low carbs and a high fat. That's all I cared about. So I didn't check my macros. I didn't care about being in ketosis, which is why I didn't really say it's keto. I would say Kathy friendly because I don't care about that. I just think in general, my body does not process carbs very well. However, my body processes fats extremely well. And so that's just what I do. Also, in general, I like savory, fatty foods. And I'm not really big on starchy, doughy things. Like, I don't like bagels. I don't like cakes. I don't like cookies. And I don't like sweets. Haven't really liked sweets since I was a kid. So, in general, like hollandaise sauce, steaks, salads with lots of delicious balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Like, those are kind of my jam as it is. So, yeah. It just works out for me. But... that's how I do half-ass keto. And it works for me. I just, in general, I don't like carbs and carbs don't like me. So, yeah. I have to say, I'm not saying you need to trust me, but call a pharmacist, ask what you believe. Yep, okay, sounds good. To be fair, remake some of the 50 times as you're going to get some garbage. Yeah. The Nissan soy sauce flavor was always my favorite, but now my favorite is pork top ramen with soy sauce and top ramen plain no broth. Oh, Sean Luke. I haven't had any of those in a long time. Sometimes it's synthetic spicy mayo. Basically what I did right there. Spicy mayo. I'm gonna skip some stuff. Adam West is Batman. Fight me. Cypher, you're not wrong. And I feel like it's rude for anyone to disagree with you on that one. Adam West will always be the Batman. But he is the original Batman. So all bow down to Adam West. I agree.